Christy, sanctuary cities. So once these people get here, talk to me. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, we need to talk a little bit more about this because I feel like this is the biggest political concern out of all the other issues that we already have.
Elon tweets, I think 80% of it is about the border and sanctuary cities.
So
FYI.
I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a recap of what's been happening just last week as a result of these illegal immigrants coming into our country. But first, I wanted to start with a video that happened over the weekend, if not last week, from Massachusetts.
What is it? Oh, you're using the show. Okay, let's see it. Can't hear it. Can't hear it. Go back.
Here's what
we have Massachusetts officials pretty much asking for their citizens to help house the illegals in their businesses, in their churches, in their homes, to be a good citizen and to like really think about bringing illegals into their spaces.
They ran out of five-star resorts to let them stay
in your home. Please consider hosting a family. Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need. Become a sponsor family. You can contact the Brazilian Worker Center for more information on how you can step up if you're willing to have an additional family be part of your family. If you're a local official, a college president, a business owner, or a faith leader with an available building or space in your community, please work with us to offer it as a shelter site. If you're a social service provider, please consider becoming an emergency assistance homeless shelter provider. Our resources are stretched thin there as well. And if you're a hotel or a motel owner, consider opening it up for emergency assistance. If you're a landlord or a property owner.
No, you can stop it. Go ahead.
What's so amazing.
I wanted to add this little part at the end that she says that she pretty much says if you're a landlord or a business owner, we can use you too. Open up your places so that we can permanently house. She said permanently house these illegals. We can use you too.
Christy, nothing makes me listen to me. You gotta help. I think of a family with young women, daughters. Let some guy that just came here from Venezuela that he doesn't have a place to stay.
We just need them to live
You're heartless
somewhere.
and you're racist. He should come in and hang out with your daughters. Hang out with your wife.
Right.
Also, it starts as an ask and then it becomes a demand. Much
You're
like
damn right.
when the government takes away certain rights, when it's time to give them back, they become privileges. So we took what was your God-given right away, and you want it back. Well, now it's a privilege. Do what you need to do to get that privilege back.
Weird.
This is like, hey, maybe think about it. And then it becomes, no, you're going to do it, and we're going to remunerate you. And then it's going to be, you're going to do it, and that's how you nationalize things, step by step by step.
Hey, colonists, you guys need to allow these British soldiers to sleep in your house.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to quarter the army there.
Trust me, it'll be fine.
Yeah, well, what did we just talk about with they want to recruit illegal immigrants into the military to offset, the massive recruitment failure.
Was that the Fifth Amendment?
Yeah,
Well,
their new army will live in your house.
I mean,
They're going to violate the amendment of the Constitution.
Let's continue with them invading more spaces. So this happened last week, in case it seeped through the cracks for some people, where in New York, in Flatbush, Brooklyn, there was a school that was closed down for students for a night in James Madison High School because they needed to house 2,000 illegal immigrants. Go ahead, Kelly.
How does it feel that you kicked all the kids out of school tomorrow? How does it feel? You feel good? I hope you feel good. I hope you all sleep really well tonight.
New York mom.
I'm an agitated mother, that's why.
We need that lady on the show.
Oh my God! So they're just busing illegals
And
to
they
come
don't want
stay.
her recording.
Unbelievable.
Of course they don't.
Oh, this is the one with. Oh, they shut down the schools because illegals.
They
It
didn't
was
shut
too
down the
cold.
schools. They
made them go online.
They made them go online so they could use the dorms.
How long are you staying?
To
she
provide a
says.
little context for that, there was a blizzard about to hit
But guess what?
the Air Force Base.
My kid is not missing school for anybody.
There's a blizzard.
Illegal
kicker to this, and I'm not even sure that.
What's crazy is that certain publications were even saying, hey guys, it wasn't like that school was shut down. They're doing remote learning.
Oh, yeah, 'cause that
And
works.
on top of that, we only left them there for 8 hours.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt that if the parents were not causing outrage, they would have kept them there longer throughout the entire storm.
Charlie Kirk put out an Instagram post, and it said it didn't even say that they shut the schools down. It just said, "Look what's happening here," and
He's racist.
filling the door.
Let me guess.
I'm looking at this and I get a warning that says this post contains disinformation.
Shut up.
So I go click on it. I see the post. It did not say school shut down. It just said it was innocuous description. The fact check said schools weren't shut down. And I tweeted it out to Charlie and he replied. He's like, dude, look at this.
Yeah.
They're fact checking and saying you said something that you never even said in the post.
Wow.
What a great fact check.
Yeah, not only that, there's another video, and I'm just going to go through these so
Go
we can
for it.
see the consequences
Keep showing
in
them.
each
Yeah,
city.
we'll shut up and
I don't
you
know
go.
if you've ever been there, the Roosevelt Hotel in New
Of course
York.
I have.
It's beautiful.
It's
It's on
gorgeous.
45th Street. So they had a guy who snuck in on the other side where they covered the immigrants there.
Yeah.
And he got this video. We have it a little sped up so we can keep up, but
I
listen,
love him like
watch
that.
the subtitles, listen
Okay.
to who he's talking to. This is crazy.
It's the backside of the hotel. Oh, a lot of young kids, huh? Nope.
No.
All,
Very risky. Don't try it.
all
Now
got
look where
cell
they're
phones.
from. Look where they're from.
It's the Roosevelt Hotel, right? It's the Roosevelt Hotel, right? Roosevelt Hotel, right? Yes, yes, Roosevelt. Are you from Senegal? Senegal?
Senegal.
25 years old, 30 years old.
No women.
Africa, New Guinea. Yeah, where are the women at? Where are the children at?
There's South Africans there.
Forget it. Someone tweeted or put the tweet. It was like when you are, oh, what was it? When you're saving your family, you take them with you.
Yeah, when you're running from war, you take your stuff and your wife and your
family.
kids.
And when you're running
going
towards
to war, you leave all that at home.
Look at this. Yeah, can I ask you a question real quick?
Are you from Senegal? Oh, okay. Where are you from? Guinea. Oh, okay. And how do
Look
you
at them
get-
dressed nice. They're coming. They're chilling.
Got AirPods.
How do
It really makes you wonder, how's a guy from Senegal get here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's a guy from Africa
Bro, I mean,
cross
think
the
about
Atlantic
it.
Ocean?
All you have to do is get to the border.
Did you travel over border? Over wall? Border? Mexico?
He's pretending he
You
doesn't.
came over Mexico. Okay. Did you?
This guy's got
Went through Mexico.
cojones to do this.
Yeah,
So then security starts to see that he's recording, so he like leaves a little bit more to continue trying asking questions.
Okay.
What's crazy to me is that nobody wants them to be recording. We have a right to record wherever we
On
are.
public space, I'm
on
recording
public
everywhere.
Spaces, and he was trying to like talk to them. Yeah, we can stop
Security.
it there, Kelly.
That's fine, Kelly.
So that's
Are they
in New
checking
York. That-
vaccination status? I think they're still for permanent resident application. I think they're asking for
No,
full
for vaccination.
I don't
Yeah.
even think that they're asking them for that. But Mayor Eric Adams is actually planning on spending $12 billion of our tax
$12
dollars
billion.
for the immigrant problem in New York. He's been going to Washington, D.C. multiple times asking for more federal funds that keep getting denied. But yeah, there's obviously a huge problem in New York City. We both love New York very much.
They're
you know,
cutting
we
all
live
these
there.
social programs to pay for it, cutting libraries, cutting
Yeah.
emergency
And that's
services.
the Democrat response, too,
Yeah.
because they don't want the flow of immigrants to stop. They just want more money to deal with it.
Right.
Every time, because we've seen it New York, Chicago, Denver, basically every major sanctuary city in the country. They've come out and they've said, give us more money and stop
Exactly.
Texas from sending them to us.
So let's look at California now. This isn't San Francisco. This is Los Angeles.
This is Cali?
Yes.
Okay. It's my old apartment. Shit on the street.
What is that?
The human feces on the street.
Human feces.
This is San Francisco.
No.
Where's this?
What?
Oh my God. You said my old neighborhood?
Thought it was San Francisco, I'm sure. I'm almost sure that you guys thought it was San Francisco. But no, this is LA.
Jesus.
LA to the Bay. Gavin Newsom has his hands full. I mean, this is crazy. They need to clean up some of this homelessness problem and this drug addiction problem. It is out of control. I mean, they just have blocks and blocks of these tent shanties towns.
Oh my God.
Yeah, homeless population in LA, I think, is 130,000. Someone can fact check me.
It's crazy. And then not only that, but they have this new thing called Medi-Cal, which is a primary healthcare system that they're going to give to illegal immigrants from the ages of 26 to 49. They're going to get proper healthcare for free. And that's a huge age bracket too, 26 to 49. And on top of that, our tax dollars are going to help them pay if they want gender affirming surgeries,
finally.
hormone therapies,
God.
those kinds of things. So, I mean, that's another form of sterilization as well, but they will be getting those kinds of benefits as well, and we're going to be paying for them. And then our final one, let's go to the next video, Kelly. We'll speed it up a little bit. We're going to go to Chicago. So obviously we know that in O'Hare Airport, we've had immigrants living there for months, and they've stayed there, but now they had buses outside of the airport where they were sleeping. More illegal immigrants were sleeping. They're turning a CVS into another shelter in Little Village.
CVS
A
gone?
CVS.
Well, there's
a
nothing
former
left in it,
CVS.
so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly,
Yeah, no
they stole
shit. They
everything.
stole everything.
So this is a video in the airport of them. They have black drapes that are covering the side where you can fly out of, and then the immigrants live on the other side. So if you want to show that.
You know, note the drapes and the barricades and everything because they
course.
don't want you to see this.
You have to protect your votes.
Right.
You have to protect your voters. Dude, look at what people will do for power. To stay in power, bro. They'll let
And
this
the guy
bitch
there,
burn.
the guy there said, no recording.
It's an airport.
And he's like, it's an airport, dude.
Yeah, I'd slap that guy. Get out of my face.
Not for nothing, but the crazy eco-friendly leftists who love to talk about pollution and everything are totally okay with migrants trashing every place they live.
Well, they're recycling tire material right now.
Yeah, thank you.
Those
I see.
So all of this just to ask, like, it's so, like, people can talk the talk, but like when it comes to your backyard, when your cities are huge cities that we love very much, I'm sure, are getting affected this badly, like when will people say, you know what, I'm gonna choose quality of life and vote accordingly over a political party that maybe my entire family has been voting for? Like, when are people gonna wake up and be like, you know what, maybe I should put the ego of political parties aside and see what's working and what's not? These are our backyards and they're getting destroyed. Like, I lived in New York for 7 years, and like even just the thought of going back because of this problem, like it's just non-existent to me. On top of like not being able to have other rights to protect myself, like when is enough going to be enough?
It's Bongino always asks that question. If you guys watch Dan Bongino,
I love him.
Is it bad enough yet?
Yeah.
No, apparently no.
How much more do you need?
The problem is it gets to a point where the problem becomes unremediable. It becomes unsolvable. You're like, how do you deport, let's just say hypothetically, 30 million people? I mean, how do you even start doing that?
Yeah.
You create a crisis that cannot be resolved, and so the only other thing to do after that is do something which is going to make it even worse, which is what they're looking like doing. Well, we can't deport them all, so let's just fast track to citizenship now, and you've basically lost your country.
AOC came out a little while ago and was saying, you know, the best way to stop illegal immigration is to just legalize everybody. You know, very clear
give them
pathway to
documentation.
citizenship. But here's the problem. That's a ridiculous and stupid immigration policy, I think we can all agree. Yeah. You know who else had that immigration policy? No. Ronald Reagan. That was Reagan's immigration policy of the fastest way to clean it up is to just make everybody legal. Yeah. So,
like what Vinny said, it is a very uniparty problem. I mean, we act like it's just Democrats now, but Bush was doing amnesty, and all the Republicans in Congress were against Trump's immigration agenda. Trump's biggest roadblocks in Congress when he was trying to fix immigration was the Chamber of Commerce, which is a business group, the Business Roundtable, and the Koch brothers. And the Koch brothers are libertarian. So you have, like you were saying, it's very lucrative to have cheap labor. The reason why we can't fix the immigration problem is because of Republicans who are, in the short term, making expedient alliances with Democrats for business interests. But in the long term, you're not going to have your corporations anymore because there's going to be no country to support them.
And just to point out, the Koch network gave a bunch of money and an endorsement to Nikki Haley. So,
weird.
So you see, I want to pronounce it cock because
it's cock.
That's more accurate.
Can you imagine the Orwellian stupidity of saying the solution to illegal immigration is to amnesty all of them? I mean, it's basically saying we have a murder rate problem, so let's legalize murder and drop the murder rate to 0%. I mean, anyone who says that it's not analogous, because obviously one violates the rights of another, first of all, wrong. The question here is, how do you minimize a crime? Legalize it. That's basically the solution from AOC.
Unbelievable.
It is, as we were saying in French, it's slowed down logic, as we say it. C'est en retard.
It's called